What's up, guys? I'm Dwayne,
I'm Alicia.
and we are Blackboard Gaming, where we teach you about all these great board games that are out there.
Waiting to be played by you and yours.
I'm a simple man, don't want a complication. Complication.
Happy New Year, everybody!
We hope everyone had a joyous holiday season, and we hope this new year is good for you.
Yep, so snow has finally come to Michigan, as expected, because it is Michigan.
So, today is a perfect day to stay in and watch movies.
Or better yet, play a board game about making a movie.
Today, we're going to talk about Roll Camera.
Roll Camera is a game designed by Malachi Ray Rimpin and published by King Bean Studio.
Let's go to the table for an overview of how this game is played.
Roll Camera is a cooperative dice worker placement game for 1 to 4 players where the players are trying to make a movie. This is the main board for Roll Camera set up in the middle of the table. The first thing we would do is create our script. So our script comes in 2 parts. There are 15 cards in the top part of the script. There's 15 cards in the bottom part of the script. We would take each of those parts separately and shuffle them up and then draw 5. 5 from the top part, 5 from the bottom part, and we would return the other 10 of both parts to the box. And we would place our script here. Top part here, bottom part here. And the top cards represent our starting script, and that could change throughout the game. Next, we would take our problem deck, and there's 35 cards in that deck, and we would shuffle those up and place them in that spot. Then we have 40 idea cards. We would take those, shuffle them up, place them down here. Then we have 25 scene or storyboard cards. Shuffle them up, place it right here with the not the color side, but the other side face up, and then reveal 2. And there will always be 3 scenes available to shoot. Next, we would take our set pieces. So this is where we're building our set. These are the set pieces. There are 12 of those. We will randomly shuffle those up and then place them into 2 stacks. The next thing we would do is we would take our budget and schedule tile and set the difficulty of the game. So let's say we're playing 2-player, easy. So we go there and we set that there. So now, if you look, to begin our game, we're going to have $14 million. It's just numbers, but I'm going to say million because that's how much movies cost. And then this one give us 11 weeks to shoot it in. We would then take our quality marker, place it in the starting space on the board, and that represents the quality of our movie. Then we would take these 3 block tokens and place them over nearby the problem deck. Each player will then choose a player board, and those boards will represent the roles that they have in making this movie. So we're setting up for a 2-player game. One player decides to play as the producer, the other player decides to play as the director. But you can also play as the star. You can play as the editor. You can play as the cinematographer. I like that guy. Or you can play as the production designer. The 2 cool things about these is if you want to, you could either be male or female. And their powers are the same. It doesn't matter which side you play on. Also, each of the player boards have places where you can place dice, and they're asymmetric. So that's real cool. Each player is going to get one of these player aids that explains their own asymmetric power. And then each player is going to draw 3 idea cards from the top of the idea deck and keeping them hidden from the other players. Then you're going to choose a starting player And that starting player is going to get this budget schedule dial, and he's going to get the 6 dice that we're going to be rolling through the game. Now, the faces on the dice represents the different departments in the game. So we got the actors, we got lighting, we got the sound department, camera department, we got the art department, we also got special effects, or VFX as they call it. So once everybody has gotten their roles, the game can begin. So what are you trying to do? You're trying to make a movie that's worth going to see. And on the player's turn, you're going to do 5 things. The first thing you're going to do is draw a problem card. Then you're going to roll your dice. Then you're going to place your dice in the action spaces. Then you're going to retrieve the dice. Then you're going to take the budget schedule, pass it to the next player, but not before advancing by 1 week. So now you only got 10 weeks left. And then the next player in clockwise order will take their turn. Let's take a look at our starting script. So right now, our movie is called Chocolate and Grandma. This is going to be an interesting movie. So when we're shooting scenes, each of the scenes that we put into our movie has one of 5 thematic content. So we have comedic, sentimental, tragic, dramatic, and violent. So if you look at the top part of our script, for every dramatic and sentimental scene in our movie, our movie will go up 2 quality at the end of the game. Bottom part, for every adjacent sentimental and comedic scene, our movie will go up 2 in quality. Now, cool thing about this is, let's say I got 3 scenes, and the first one is comedic, the second one is sentimental, and the third one is comedic. Then at the end of the game, my movie would go up 4 in quality because it scores for each adjacency. Now, the cool thing, we starting off pretty good because the 3 starting scenes that are available to shoot for us has each of those thematic content. But thing is, our script could change at any time during the game. The active player's turn starts by first drawing a problem off the top of the problem deck. So he's going to draw this problem. Let's take a look at it. The producer insists on giving their niece a role in this film. 1 additional actor required for every scene. So this could be a huge problem. And you will place that problem here. So I'm going to jump ahead a little bit to explain, like, this is one of the action spaces that you can place your dice. So in order to resolve this problem, you place 2 dice there. Doesn't matter what face it is. And then this problem would flip over and go over here. Resolved. Now, if you didn't resolve this problem, then on the next player's turn, they have to draw a problem, and this slides over. And this will come up. Someone left the doors open and wild alligators have wandered onto set. Okay, yeah, we definitely got to get that resolved. But now, in order to resolve this problem, you need 2 dice, but they have to have equal face. And if this gets here, now you need 3 dice, and they all have to have equal face. Now, the thing is, if the queue is full, then you never have to continue to draw problems, but there are some actions on the board that require you to draw a problem in order to do that action. So it would be in your best interest to get rid of some problems. Also, if you get 5 resolved problems over here, you can exchange that and go up $2 million in budget, or add 1 week to your schedule. Then we would roll our die. Let's see what I got. I got some lighting department, sound, 2 camera, and 2 special effects. That's something to work with. Now I can start placing dice and taking actions. Now, you remember I already explained how to resolve any problems that come up. So to resolve that problem, I place any 2 dice there, doesn't matter the face, so I take my camera department and my lighting, go up there, and I resolve that problem. Flipping it over. Like so. So now I got 4 more dice to deal with. Now the main thing I want to do is start building up my set. Because I have to have my set built up in order to shoot these scenes. So I can either build a new piece, which would cost me, what did I say, $1 million? Yep, cost me $1 million right there. Or I can rearrange any sets that I already have built up. I don't have any built up, so I'm gonna take these 2 special effects, wilds, and I'm gonna build this set here. And let's say I can put it in anywhere I want. If I don't want to, I don't need to cover that up, but I'm gonna cover this up for right now, and I'm gonna place that one here. So let's say on a later turn, the other player decides to build this one. This is on a later turn, so we're gonna put that one there. So now I can actually film this scene because now I have the available spaces to place dice. So if you see this right here, I can only place the camera department dice here, which that works out for me. And then here, if I place a dice here and I shoot this film, this gives me a bonus and it lets the quality of my film go up. So I didn't do that yet though. So now I have 2 dice left. So like I said, I can build a set piece or rearrange. I can resolve any issues. I can get an intern. So let's say I put a dice here. If I put this dice here, I can turn this to any face I want to. Thing is, a problem will come up and I will have to put a problem up there. So we don't want too many problems yet. The other action we could do is have a production meeting. We would take one of our unused dice, so let's take this sound, place it there, and then the players will collectively reveal 3 idea cards and collectively discuss which one of those cards they want to carry out. Now, this doesn't matter the player count, it's always 3 cards. So we're doing a 2-player setup, and so remember each player drew 3 random idea cards into their hand. So they will pick one card, each pick one card, place it out on the table, and then the third one will be randomly drawn from the top of this deck. So let's say one player decides to do this one. Put your fingers in your ears and pretend that everything is just fine. Ignore all problem effects this turn. That will be cool for later on in the game. So we put that down. Other player, use cardboard stand-ups instead of actors. This turn you may ignore any number of actor requirements on a scene card when shooting. Now remember that scene over here has an actor requirement, but we're not shooting it yet, so that probably wouldn't be good for right now. Let's draw one off the top. Build this set out of toilet paper tubes and hot glue. Build 1 set for free. Oh, nah, I like this one. So we would all decide like, hey, let's do this one. So we would do this one. So that means we get to build a set. So we choose to build this one. And that might help us later. But the thing is, the cool thing about this is the other 2, we can put one of these on a to-do list, which would go in one of these spots here. So right now we do an idea right off rip. Then the second one we can put on the to-do list to do later. So let's say I like that one. So we decide to put that here. So now later on in the game, if we want to carry out this idea, we will play 2 random dice there and pay $1. If you do it here, 2 random dice and quality of our film goes down. This one goes into the discard pile, which is right here. So we done placed 5 of our dice, but we have 1 dice left over, this camera. So what are we gonna do with it? Now, I could go to my own player board, place it here, get $2, but I would have to pull out a problem. I need 2 dice to do this, and that will allow me to turn the dice to any other face. I would pay $1, but at least I wouldn't be pulling out a problem like getting the intern would do. This one, refresh, allows me to draw idea card and then discard back down to 3. Oh, I forgot to mention, after we do the production meeting, once we figured out what we're going to do with the ideas, each player draws back up to 3 ideas. So let's say we're going to put this here and lock this in. So now, once we place all the dice, that active player retrieves all the dice that he placed for actions except for this one. This one's locked in for next round. Because remember, we're trying to film this scene right here. So once he retrieves the dice, then turn goes over to the next player clockwise, and we will first advance this. So now we're down to 10 weeks to go to film this movie, and then the next player would take their turn. So let's say on the next player's turn, they decide, hey, let's go ahead and shoot the first scene of our movie. So if you remember, we were taking a look at this scene here, and we have the dice for it. So to shoot this scene, we need the camera department. We got that locked in. You need art direction, you need lighting department, and we need actors. We have actors. We place that there in that bonus spot. We have the art department. We don't have the lighting, but we do have special effects. So we place that there. And we have to place dice on the blue spots. That's how we're building our set. So now we have filmed this scene. Now, in filming the scene, if you can turn it in a configuration like this, but you can't mirror flip it. So now that we've got the dice placed, we shooting this scene. The first thing we would do is we would pay for it. So this scene came from here. So it would cost us $4 million, but we gained 1 week to our schedule. If I was to shoot this scene, that would be $3 million. Shoot this scene, it would be $2 million. But we would go down in quality. So let's pay our $4 million in our budget. So now we got $9 million in our budget. But we go up on our schedule. That's the first thing we would do. Second thing we would do is take our scene and flip it. And now, that's the first scene of our movie. We will place it in the number 1 spot of the editing room floor. So we got the first of 5. Now, because we placed this dice on this bonus spot, our movie will go up in quality. So we will push that up 1. And then the dice will remain there until we get to our clear our dice off the board step. So the game will end in 3 ways. If ever the players run out of money, then they will shut down production, which means the players lose. If they ever run out of time, it means they will shut down production, the players lose. The third way is when the players successfully shoot 5 scenes for their movie. Now, throughout the game, they're trying to manipulate the quality of their movie, because when they finally shoot the 5 scenes, the game ends, and they want this quality marker to be outside of this pink area. If it's in the pink area when they finish, then they lose. But if it's out here, like right here, so the movie is at least not bad, or if the movie is down, if the quality is down here, and the movie is so bad that it's good, then the players will collectively win roll camera. So, what did you think about the theme of this game?
I think the theme is fun and amusing.
Yeah, it is. It is fun. I mean, this game is it's a unique theme. It's kind of like when we play Picture Perfect.
Yeah.
Now, in this one, we're making a movie.
Yes.
And it really I think the theme shows in this game.
I think the theme really comes through in the problems.
The problems that keep coming up.
Yes.
Yeah, them some unique problems.
Yes. Yes.
Like the one who left the door open and the alligators got on the set.
Yes.
You know?
Yes. Yes.
Like, really, where are they filming this, in the Everglades or something? So I do love the problems. I like the ideas. I do love the type of ideas that they come up with at the production meeting.
I like the ideas they come up with, and also I think the production meeting really makes the game. That's where the cooperative aspect comes up.
Yeah. Yeah, it really does, because it involves everybody. It
You know-
doesn't, you get to reveal an idea from your hand, and then you get to discuss.
Yes, so
Like,
that's
hey.
that's what keeps it cooperative.
Yeah, everybody gets involved.
Yes.
So I really enjoy that. So I
Yeah.
think the theme really comes through in
Yes,
this game.
it does.
So, what do you think about the components?
Okay, so I mean the cards are decent quality, but what I really like are the dice.
Yeah. Oh, the dice. I love the faces on
I
the dice.
love the faces on the dice.
Yeah, because
Yes.
it's like you got the camera department,
Yes.
you got the actors, you
Yes.
got lighting,
Yes.
you got special effects.
Yes.
You know?
Yes, so I do like the faces on the dice.
Yeah, so, all right, what do you think about the art?
Okay, the art is cartoony and fun, like the game. It fits the game.
Yeah, it does fit. It reminds me of, what's the Minions? Like, you got the Minions out there filming a movie.
Yeah, that's actually exactly.
And it really shows through in the types of ideas that they come up with.
Yes.
And the type of problems that come
Yes.
up. I really like the storyboards.
Yes.
I like the way they do the rough draft and you flip it over and now you got the actual scene.
Yes. Yes.
Okay. So, what do you think about the mechanics?
Okay, so I like this mechanic. It reminds me a little bit of Speakeasy Blues.
Yeah.
Where you roll the die and then your dice are your workers. So you place the dice to do your actions.
Yeah. Yep. I really did enjoy that. I like dice. Well, I like worker placement in general, but using your dice, that's pretty cool.
Yes.
So, I really enjoyed this game.
Yes.
What would you say about the teach, though?
Okay, so to be honest, even though the theme is family friendly, and the topic, of course, is family friendly and it's cooperative, I don't know how easy it is to teach this game.
Well, I mean, I think it's easy to teach once you tell, because you're just doing some simple rolling your dice, you're placing it out and all that. But I think where the
complexity
comes in is like you got to pay attention to a lot of stuff.
Yes, and you seem to have a lot of steps in every turn as well.
Yeah, you really like, okay, we need it's a lot of stuff you got to worry about, like your budget and your schedule. You got to stay on schedule, and you're trying to raise the quality or just lower the quality on purpose, and but that's what makes the game so thematic.
I know, but yeah, there are a lot of decisions to make. So even though it's a fun theme and it's family friendly as far as the topic,
And it's hilarious.
it is hilarious. I don't think it's the easiest game to get on the first go round.
Yeah, you definitely got to play this game a couple of times. Like when I played this game solo, and then a few times. And then I said, okay, now I can introduce you to this game.
Yes.
And, and I watched you and you were like, okay, you were having fun. But I could also tell, like, okay, this going to take some more plays.
Yes, yes.
So overall, how did you like Road Camera?
I think Road Camera is hilarious. I think it's a fun game. I think it's family friendly. I think it's a cute theme, and it's an enjoyable. It's enjoyable.
It is, but like I said, you gotta You got to do some plays.
Yes.
You know, this game is hilarious.
It is funny.
I said, I know I keep using hilarious, but every time I pull up a problem, I'm like, oh man, now we got to deal with this. You know, we be having our plans, then the problem shows up.
Yes.
You know,
yes.
like production meeting, we got to figure this out.
Exactly.
So overall, I like this game.
I enjoyed this game.
I enjoyed it. I'm gonna play it some more.
Yes.
Yeah. So.
This is a keeper.
Yep. So that's how we feel about roll camera. If you like the contents of this video, feel free to hit the like button, subscribe, follow us on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. And I'm Dwayne.
I'm Alicia.
We are Blackboard Gaming.
We will see you next time.